Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Here I come again in the Nigerian spirit of not growing for anybody this 2024, discussing foreign direct investment as one of Nigeria's biggest problems. This is the most challenging time in the history of the Nigerian economy. We have been from bad to worse, and unfortunately, the worst is staring us in the face. And behind the wheels of our economy is a gang of clueless, eye-popping and blood-sucking kleptocrats. In the middle of what is an economic famine, what is supposed to be a national budget looks much more like a list of their personal needs. In response to the sufferings of millions of Nigerians, the voices of these economic experts and scholars are going viral, bombarding our eardrums with a litany of prescriptions needed to revive and rescue our economy from the brink of total collapse. They are voices of desperation, even though may have been well intended. I'm afraid that the dire state of the economy may have also robbed them of their critical faculties of clarity that is needed to navigate these turbulent times. All of these vocal economists seems to be singing from the same hymnbook. They continue to chant foreign direct investments as the magic bullet that can bring our crippled economy back on its feet. At a time of crisis and despair, it is not uncommon for people, irrespective of their academic badges, to become vulnerable and stampeded into making rash decisions and prescribing poison, even though that is not their intention. But the virulence of these textbook economists in painting foreign investors as if they were some Santa Claus is suspicious. We have been for far too long in this cycle of economic crisis. So because of that, we cannot afford to continue to make costly mistakes that we will have to pay a heavier price for down the road. I have not said foreign direct investment is poison. However, I can say confidently with every ounce of patriotic Nigerian blood that flows in my veins that foreign direct investment is not the healthiest prescription for our ailing and failing economy at this time. Just like when a doctor is treating somebody sick, it is elementary medical ritual practice to ask about the patient's medical history and if they have allergies before an effective prescription can be made. However, the weakness of most academicians is that they are fond of theoretical jargons, generalizations, and the ideal. But what they need to know is that reality is a superior situation where the ideal must be twisted and adapted to achieve success in each unique situation. Thus, a blind application or a copy and paste approach of these textbook and classroom economists need critical examination, the goal of which is to determine whether foreign direct investment is the best pill for our economy at this time. So the question is, what is foreign direct investments? According to the CFI, which is a corporate finance institute, it says foreign direct investment is an investment from a party in one country into a business or corporation in another country with the intention of establishing a lasting interest. So I'm not saying FDI doesn't have its own benefits, but a lot of us are still protesting that China has bought for 40% of Nigeria. Yet some boyfriends of foreign investors keep clamoring for more foreign investments. The question then is, are they ignorant of the dangers of foreign investments, or they are hiding the truth from us? We are going to take a tour of these few dangers of foreign investments. Number one on that list is domestic competition. The greatest danger is that domestic firms, our own small, medium-scale enterprises, will be killed, and thousands of their employees will be kicked off their jobs as a result of foreign investments. Because domestic firms and SMEs do not have the financial muscle to survive competition with these foreign financial giants. So the dangerous effect is that our own domestic firms, which should be nurtured, will be stifled, and resulting in the mobilization of thousands of their employees. So instead of clamoring for more foreign investments, our economies should begin a fight to keep the government on its toes, to encourage our own homegrown SMEs instead of inviting foreign investors from a point of desperation and economic weakness. Second point is wealth exportation. It is kindergarten knowledge that the ends of production is wealth creation. Another disadvantage is that the wealth created from the activities of production, that wealth is exported, while we ourselves, we're not doing considerable foreign investment to balance exportation of wealth with importation of wealth on the same scale or very close to. So the result is wealth creation deficits, which will hurt our economy not just now, but in the nearest and farthest future. The third danger is economic, political, and national security. A nation that relies on the goodwill of foreign investors is a nation in perpetual danger. For its own security, a nation's economy must be self-reliant and self-resilient. This point does not need too much brain work. A reminder is enough. February 2022, when Russia started its military operation in Ukraine, Western powers, in an attempt to throw spanners in the wheels of that of preparation, immediately ganged up to bombard Russia with scores and hundreds of sanctions. Their calculation was that their economic terrorism will provoke crisis in Russia, thus resulting in the crumbling of the government. If the Russian economy lacked resilient limbs, it will not just be on crutches right now, it will be in the coffin. The presidents, Medvedev, Lavrov, Shoigu, will be in foreign chores right now or in chains. So the wisdom here is that economic security guarantees political and national security. So we have a mutual understanding that foreign direct investment is going to create jobs. But the parallel effect is that it will also kick out thousands of employees from their jobs, and it will stifle SMEs. You can also say that they are going to pay taxes, but unfortunately, it all goes into the personal purse of these kleptocrats. But either way, nothing is comparable to growing our SMEs. So for a nation to have a solid, enduring economic foundation, rather than taking the easy broad way that leads to economic hell for the sake of posterity, we must grow the balls to make the toughest decisions of our generation. We need to start to look inward rather than outward. We need to inspire technological innovation. We might or we might not be able to buy, borrow, or steal technology, but we have creativity in us. We are Nigerians. We are a great people. All we need lies deep and fallow inside of us. If we need to, we cannot hesitate to take a million steps backwards, even if it means into the Stone Age, if necessary. For out of necessity, creativity and invention is born. So we cannot continue to rely on the transfusion of foreign investment for survival. It is dangerous to the health and livelihood of our nation. Thank you. God bless you.